What's a fair price to pay your ghostwriter? I get this question a lot. But first, take a look at where I'm at. It's pretty freaking awesome here on a jungle beach here in Brazil, in a resort. But back to the question at hand. What's a good salary to pay your ghostwriter? What are good ghostwriter fees? Well, first of all, I want you to think about your book as an investment. And every investment should pay off a return. If you're just thinking about, oh, I want to write a memoir, a life story, then you probably shouldn't hire a ghostwriter, actually. If you're just saying, I want to have a legacy book, sell a couple copies to friends and family, then it may not be an investment that's worthwhile if it's just kind of checking something off your bucket list. But if you're looking at writing a book as a business opportunity, because you know that a book establishes your credibility in a way that nothing else does, a book is something that spreads awareness of your business, your brand, like nothing else does. If you're looking at a book as something that opens doors of opportunity, something that creates media interviews for you, very valuable media interviews to reach millions of people, and it's something that is kind of a profitable gateway drug to your brand, if that's the idea you have that a book can be for you, then it's going to be an investment, and it's one that you want to take seriously. I have a tool on my website, entrepreneurswordsmith.com. It allows you to look at what the return on your investment in your book can actually be, a conservative estimate. You punch in your numbers of your audience size, and you get kind of a realistic breakdown of what it is you can expect to receive from your book. I've had authors who, within a couple of months after releasing their book, they made over $300,000 off of their book. So if that's what you're making in the first couple of months, through book sales, from people buying the book and then going and buying one of your online courses, well, then you expect to pay more upfront. Not necessarily something that's it's going to be a couple $1,000s, because if you pay $2,000 to earn $200,000, yeah, that's a great investment, but it's not necessarily going to produce the best quality product. So I wouldn't expect to hire a ghostwriter for $2,000 and make $200,000 off the book, because at the end of the day, you do get what you pay for. I always say that you're not going to get a 2019 Tesla for the price of a 1999 Nissan. That'd be great, be a great deal, but it's probably not going to happen. When it comes to ghostwriter fees, imagining that you're hiring an employee for a year, and that's probably how much you want to invest in this thing. But that's a great deal, because you're only paying your employee for 1 year, and you have your book, your asset, your opportunity creation machine for the rest of your life. So let's say your book makes money for you for the next 20 years. And let's say you pay, $50,000 for your book. Maybe you have a 10-month contract and it's US $5,000 a month. So again, think of it as investing in an employee. So that's $50,000. For simplicity, let's say $60,000, right? And divide that into 30 years. That's $2,000 a year you are paying to have the ultimate credibility establishing, opportunity generating, business awareness generating machine. That sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Heck, who wouldn't pay that? If you were to hire a public relations agency to create opportunities for you, you probably expect to pay anywhere from a couple $1,000s a month to a six-figure retainer every month if you're hiring a public relations firm in, say, New York City or Los Angeles. So it's not necessarily like I can give you the hard and fast rules of what ghostwriter fees are fair, what a salary is fair. But I do want you to think of it in that terms, as if you're hiring an employee to make you money, your ghostwriter is an employee to make you money. But what makes my ghostwriting business unique is that I also offer what's called ghost publishing. So when you work with Entrepreneurs Wordsmith, you're not getting a manuscript, you're not getting a Word document that sits in your inbox collecting digital cobwebs and does nothing for you. You actually get a business in a box, you might say. We have what's called ghost publishing, which is the best of traditional publishing, which is the distribution, international reach, and the best of self-publishing, such as high royalties for you, total control over the process. We blend those together into a package called ghost publishing. So in ghostwriting, someone else does all the work, you take all the credit. In ghost publishing, someone else sets up an independent publishing business for you, you take all the royalties. It's a great win-win. I think it's ideal for authorpreneurs, people who want to see their book producing ROI for their business. So it's the ideal business model. When it comes to how much this process costs, I always tell people, again, think of it as you're hiring an employee, anywhere from $35,000 to $100,000. But again, it's an investment. I would not expect to break even. I have one client named Andrew Stickle. He has a fantastic testimonial on my channel, in fact, in which over a 12-month period, he says his book bringing in over $1 million. Now that's pretty darn good investment, even if you're on the high end of what a ghostwriter charges. Celebrity ghostwriter, like a ghostwriter like myself, which is what brings me to Brazil, actually is working with a very well-known public figure here, staying in his resort. So yes, that's what I think you should view return on investment about as a book. It's not about how much it costs; it's about how much you're going to make in this process. And so I think that you should choose a ghostwriter that's going to make you money. I mean, what's the point of writing a book if it just sits there in your inbox, doesn't do anything for you? Your book should do something for you. It should create opportunities for you. And I think that at the end of the day, you, my friend, have a voice to reckon with. Shouldn't the world hear it? A ghostwriter like me can help.